Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's box is a paper box and it's kind of a masculine finish, I like to think, to it, and that's partly because I've got a whole lot of birthdays coming up. I've got 2 sons and a husband, although actually chances are by the time you're watching this some of them have passed at the very least. But it's a paper box and it's quite good, and you know, this I made this thinking of my my youngest son Oliver, who's turning 3, and he will love a box that's full of little mini sweeties and stickers and little treats and things like that. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a cardboard box. And I thought I'd go with the manly colours, so I'm going to show you how to make it. It uses half a sheet of 12 by 12 paper, 6 by 12 inches, which is 15 by 30. And you need the long side at the top. Now my first one was basic black with island indigo. I'm going with basic grey at the moment, but I'm not going to tell you the other colour just yet. So the long side at the top, and you score it at 1.5, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, and 10.5 inches, which in metric is 4, 13, 17 and 26 centimetres. And then you turn it round, and I know you can't see the bottom, but trust me, I'm going all the way off. You score it at 1.5 and at 4.5 inches, which is 4 and 11 centimetres. So you can get this, get an idea of the size. It's a 1.5 inch deep box, so it's a pretty good size. So move that out of the way. Come along and fold your score lines. Fold all of these up. And I would say with a paper box, be careful what you put in it. I mean, don't go loading it with really heavy stuff. I mean, it is paper at the end of the day. But, small light things would go in it, I don't know, handkerchiefs or something like that, or maybe baby, if you were giving a gift for a baby, like things like that. But obviously the heavier something is, the stronger the cardstock you need. Okay, so that's all the folding done. You need to cut up the sides. So with the long side going left to right, all these little boxes, which hopefully if I'm tilting, there's 3 little squares, you need to cut each of those. Can't get my teeth in today. And actually, to be honest, I can barely see these lines of myself. It's like that funny optical illusion, those paper books that were around in the 90s. And if you stared at it long enough, things started to appear, and that's exactly how this looks to me right now. Okay, and then basically it's just, we're just going to build it all up by building all these sides in. So you can definitely use snail on this. You hear me talking in my videos about what type of adhesive to use to close boxes. Snail with paper to paper is fabulous. Don't use liquid glue, it will warp the paper and it won't be pretty. You could use sticky strip if you wanted to, but I've found that snail is perfectly adequate. So I'm just folding in the sides and building up the sides. And then the same over here. Fold this one round and down, and that one. So that's the bottom of the box, and then the top of the box. Again, fold it round and trim it, and fold it round and stick it down. And there's a little section here, I don't know if you can see it. I think I didn't cut, I can see it now. I didn't cut quite right when the whole optical illusion thing was going on. So if that happens with you, just come in with a pair of scissors and trim. So you just trim it to neaten it up. There we go. So it's not sticking out anymore. So fold that round. Box closed. Bring in my rubber stamp, and this one I used the Bring on the Cake stamp set, and I'm using Regarding Dahlias, or Dahlias, whatever you want to call it, this time around. And I've got it, I'm using the Hello You. I love this stamp set, I really do. I use it not just for the dahlia, but also for the sentiments as well, those two particularly. Cherry Cobbler, I thought I'd go with, still in the kind of the masculine colours. That's lush. And then I've got my lovely favourite circle nesting stamps. On this one I did the 2, and then I did another one, and actually kind of the more I've looked at it, the more I dislike it. I don't like that. I like the 2, I don't like the third one, so I'm just going to go with 2 1¼ inch circle, which just fits round. Look at that. And then 1 3/8 of an inch circle, also in cherry cobbler. Pop these up with dimensionals. And you can see on this one I put a little tiny candy dot in the island indigo in the middle of the O for you. But there isn't one on this set. I should have chosen a high, shouldn't I? And then I could have put one there. I didn't think, did I? So on there. And then obviously the matching cherry cobbler chevron ribbon, which is lovely. Try and tie a knot or a bow, anything. It's just for show really, it's not particularly for anything else. And chop it off, and that, let's get a bit of pair of scissors, my proper craft scissors. Paper snip's no good for cutting ribbon. But that is my manly paper box, which I think is lovely. And like I say, sweeties and stickers and little mini treats for Oliver, and he'll be very happy. And I hope you will be too. Thanks for watching. Bye.